I want to tell this story to you. This happened many years ago, but I remember like it was yesterday. So I was at Gallaudet College, and I was going home to New York for the summer after my first year at Gallaudet. For a month, I was searching for a job. It was so hard to find one. There were a lot of young students like myself that were also looking for a job. It was really frustrating for me. Every time I'd go into an office, they'd look at me and just say, "No, sorry. We don't have any openings, sorry." One morning I was looking at the newspaper and I noticed an advertisement for a dishwasher at a summer camp. I thought I could be a dishwasher, that's fine, and I was ready to go. So I went to the office. I was on a visitation and I was really excited to arrive. I applied. I thought that I was really cool. I entered and handed in my application. And I walked into the office, saw a man standing there, and gave him my application. He started speaking to me. I had to explain to him that I was deaf. "Sorry, I can't hear you." And the guy was like, "Excuse me?" He told me to follow him through a door, and he closed the door. We're in this hallway. And so he got out a flashlight. He didn't give me any other explanation. So we stood in the elevator, went down, and I felt deflated. Why can't I explain that I can still do the job well? It's not a requirement to be hearing. So I went out to the street and people were walking all around me. And the sun was so bright. I thought maybe I'd give up. Like, I thought it'd always be easy my whole life. So I came back around, went in the elevator, applied for the job again, went in, and the secretary was like, "Oh, no, excuse me." So I just walked in, handed him my application, and I told him I wasn't going to leave until he read it. I had explained to him that I'm a student in college. I need work, and I can wash dishes. I don't have to be hearing. I have strong arms. He noticed that I could write. He said, "Okay, sit down." He wanted to see if I could read. He asked if I could read lips, and I said, "Well, a little bit." And then I got the job. I was so relieved. So the camp was in Massachusetts. It was a beautiful area. I was so excited to start working, washing dishes. Washing dishes was an awful job, but I made a lot of money to live. 1 month I worked really hard. And the last day, somebody came looking for volunteers. So I volunteered for what they needed. I worked in the kitchen, so I had to wake up early in the morning and I had to shovel and take it, and the shoveling really hurt my hands. I started to get blisters. So I thought, I'd just keep working, suck it up. It's lunchtime. We all went to sit and eat. By the time lunch came, I was so tired. And I took a nap for 1 hour and I woke up. Everybody had finished working. I thought, oh no. And I went and got my shovel. And I noticed somebody standing on a big pile of dirt. And they were just teasing me. They stuck their hands to their ears and stuck their tongue out. My first thought was to maybe just run away and leave, but then I was thinking, no, I have to be patient, continue, it'll get better. So I kept shoveling. And having to move the dirt. It was summertime, so the sun was hot. I had to move the dirt. It started raining, so I worked even faster. I felt like a crazy person. So the boss picked me. At the end of the day, it was time to go get paid, and the boss picked me and one other person to go with them. What happened was the two of us shoveled so fast. I was breathing so heavily, the rain was blowing in my face. And then I saw that somebody was enjoying this. One more minute, I can continue, and then I'll give up. What happened was he told me, it's alright, you can go. You can switch with me. So the wind was in my hair and I was feeling inspired again, and I just kept shoveling faster and faster. The wind was swirling all around me and I just kept shoveling. It was raining so hard. I stood there and I just fell over onto the ground and let the rain pour on me. I woke up. I stood up again. I went out and I noticed my boss just standing there smoking a cigarette. He patted me on the back. I felt a sense of accomplishment, and I waved goodbye, and I walked